Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus, the only YouTube that just shows you full games of all the tips and schemes I post on my channel. I'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Alright, so guys, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, the notification icon so you can get my daily uploads. Alright, guys, we're going to go ahead and go back into the Jacksonville Jaguars playbook. We're going to take a look at a formation that I broke down in Green Bay earlier this year, which is going to be the gun open flex. And the primary reason why I love this formation is that halfback toss. It is one of the most unique shotgun run plays in the game. That halfback toss is extremely effective, especially if you put the right players in the right positions. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can go ahead and make an adjustment with our slot receiver and put in the slot receiver, we can probably put a better blocker, such as a tight end or a halfback. So a tight end slot is going to be the position right there. So we get a little bit better blocking. Now, a halfback toss is going to be the play we're going to call. We've also have the verticals tight end out, which is a very effective play. It's got a nice little play off the left-hand side. We've also got another great audible, which is going to be the Z spot. And that spot route is almost pretty much uncoverable. It's a very difficult play to cover up. And then what we're going to do is one of our audibles that we have is going to be basically the play action flanker screen. I don't like that, so I'm going to go ahead and use the X seam as my complement play. I like that because it's going to allow me to attack my opponent off the left-hand side. I've got a nice route that's actually going to go up the left-hand side and do that. So let's go ahead and jump with our base play, which is going to be the halfback toss. And once again, we're going to run this against random cover threes. One way you can set this play up too is you can go ahead and motion your guy over, and then we're just going to snap the ball and just try to get to the outside. Now, they toned down this play a little bit. It used to be very OP, and then what they did is I think they actually went ahead and made it so the running back actually hesitates a little bit before he takes off. Before, in the when this game was first released, he just flew out. He didn't hesitate. So you could see the little hesitation by Fournette, but you still can get pretty good yards with this one. So let's see if we can get it against the stack defense. Okay, there you go. So look at this nice, huge run. Your opponent's not expecting it. You can definitely get a big touchdown with this bigger play. Now what's complemented is you got a halfback dive, which is your base audible. And if he's trying to defend that pitch and he's shifting his guys over, you could just jump into the base audible, which is going to be the halfback dive, and it gets really good blocking for the most part. So let's see here, that Mike just went flying into the gap unactually bothered, but you can see with a good bruising back like Fournette or just any guy that you can ground and pound with, you should be able to pick up some pretty good yards with the dive. So nice little pitch play. You've got basically the dive up the middle, so if your opponent starts really going ahead and starts spreading his defenders out to go and stop the pitch play, you can just go ahead and just go right back to this. Probably good against anybody that actually uses a lot of like cross-man blitzes, because those guys will be out of position and you can just jump into the dive and it's going to pick up yards for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at this play right here, and I just kept running this play over and over again, and it seems like Robinson's route just can't get covered for the most part. It's just like a fast, easy read. You can pick up easy yards against it. Unless he gets pressed off the line, what's going to happen is you could just pop this for easy yards right there, because that corner route, this route right here, the corner route by Lewis is actually just his clearing out the defenders in the area, so you can get easy yards with it. So I just love this route. It just doesn't seem to be coverable. I'm sure someone's going to have to use or defend it. That could set basically up the rest of the offense up for you, but you can see right here, I'm actually throwing almost into coverage, just forcing it in there against man coverage. If the guy jumps into man coverage, you've obviously got the slant on the back end side. You've also got basically the other route that you can attack. So you know, this play is just a well-designed play, and you can just pretty much spam it. If the flats are open, just go ahead and drop it down to your fullback tight end, your tight end number 2, to be able to do that. So really cool play that you can hit. And then obviously you've got the quick slant on the backside. So if the guys, basically the linebackers come in on the backhand side, they're not floating back in the coverage. You've got this easy slant on the backside. So you got two slants that are nice separation. They're not on top of each other, this is just a well-designed play. It's just very easy to go ahead and get easy yards with it. So let's take a look at the next play, which is going to be tight end vertical. Obviously, if you've got an opponent that's running a lot of cover 3 type shells, you can get them up top. And let's see if we can get a possession catch with that. It couldn't come down with it, but that's, you know, if he's using cover 3, you can go and jump into that vertical. And then you've got this out route by the tight end, too, that gets really good separation that you can pop. So let's see if we can try that one more time with the tight end. The tight end number 2. He usually gets very good separation, but let's see here. Right there, I'm actually, the defender falls down and plays the out. You've got the seam. And then you've got this out route, too. So watch the out route get very good separation right there. So he just couldn't get the ball off the blitzing off the left-hand side. So let's try it one more time if we can get this off. So there you go. So this route gets pretty naked too because the verticals will clear it out, so you can check it down to that. And you've also got basically the block and release by the running back. So if your opponent's not playing the running back, you can go and check that down. So now what's the problem? What's the tendencies that you see with all my pass plays? I'm focusing a lot of stuff off to the right, and this is why I want to go ahead and use the X seam to go ahead and attack my opponent off to the left side of the field. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my wide receiver number 1. I'm going to put him in a drag route. So I've got basically levels concept. I've got this route that's going to be 20 yards out or more. I've got this flat route, and I've got Allen Hurns. Now Allen Hurns is going to be the first route I'm going to take a look at it, but really for the most part he's just clearing things out for me. He's going to pull defenders up and give me the flat on the backhand side that I can go and hit. So it's just a very easy, fast way to go and attack your opponent with levels on the back end side. And then on the over here you could see that the actual crossing route by Lewis actually got it looked like it was going to open up, and then a defender actually fell into that area. So you're just going to go and check it down. So really what you can do is just look for this angle route first, and then look for the levels off to the right hand side. So that's what I do like about it. So let's just go ahead and jump into it again, and hopefully Bortles doesn't sail another ball for me. So now blocking's coming in pretty hot, so I had to get rid of the ball quicker than I really wanted to right there because the blocking wasn't holding. There was a blitz by the CPU, and that's what happens when you're not playing against random defenses. Sometimes you're just going to get block sheds like that. So right here, check it down off to the right hand side. I've got essentially 7 people blocking for me, so the blocking should hold for this big play opportunity. And if you're rolling these schemes against your opponent enough, he's gonna have a hard time stopping all these plays right there. So right there, let's see if we can get the big crossing by the tight end. So here we go. So this is what we're waiting for. I've been waiting for this the entire time. That route right there will get wide open because that clear out route by this guy is basically going to clear out those defenders. And he's basically going to clear up open things up. So this looked like it was like almost a man coverage right there. And this route was just wide open for an easy completion. I'm picking up a good 20+ yards with that. If I racked it, I probably could have got more, but that's it. So once again, guys, this is basically a scheme I would actually use if I was using the Jaguars book. I do like it. It's a phenomenal running scheme that you can use against your opponent when you've got this run, which if the blocking sets up for you, you get the nice release by the running back, you can pick up some fairly good yards with it. So let's see. There you go. So fairly good yards. You got like some nice running back, fast running back. You can go and attack your opponent with it. And then you've got this Z spot play, which is just money. Primarily because that route just stops. It's just weird. It plays like a slant, but it really isn't a slant. It's a spot route, and it's just very effective. So to my subscribers, thanks for your support. To my Patreon members, thank you once again for your support. I really appreciate it. And until next time.